To Blitz Games. Today we're going to be looking at my gameplay from the Revenge of the Fifth tournament that just happened. It was a $5,000 prize pool. The capacity was 500. I believe we ended up with 277 players in the tournament. First, I just want to say I appreciate everyone that played in it and that I played against. Everyone was super kind and great to play against. No sore losers or sore winners for that matter. Everyone was very nice. Let's take a look at the deck that I played. We did play Ruby Amethyst. So it was a pretty typical list. I had 8 1-drops. We had the 4 copies of Minnie Mouse and the 4 copies of Rafiki. Then I had 10 2-drops here, 4 copies of Kuzco, which helped draw cards. We have the 4 Mim Snakes for bouncing things back to our hand and being a solid body on the board. In addition to 2 copies of Pinocchio. I do really like Pinocchio, but if you run more of him, he tends to get stuck in your hand, is what I've noticed. I don't know what you guys have noticed about running Pinocchio, but in the right situation, he is fantastic at exerting your opponent's character in order to make great trades. Then for 3-drops, we have the 4 copies of Maleficent. For drawing cards, we have 3 copies of Crab for giving Challenger 3, and then the 4 copies of Fox for coming in with Rush and taking out opponent characters, as well as bouncing things such as our rabbits or crabs. Then we also have 4 friends on the other side for 3-drops, giving us a total of 14 3-drops, 10 characters, and 4 songs. Then moving on to our 4-drops, we have just the 4 copies of Merlin Goat and the 4 copies of Merlin Rabbit. Great for drawing cards from the rabbit side and gaining lore from the goat side. Goat really can be an unstoppable force late in the game, as if you're able to play him, gain a lore, then bounce him back to your hand, play him again. That's 3 lore immediately if you have that amount of ink out. Can really close out the game well for you. For the 5-drops, I do have the 4 copies of Maui. Great for taking out locations or opponent's characters. Then for 6-drops, we're running 3 copies each of Lady Tremaine and Madame Medusa. I feel that it's a nice split, as Madame Medusa is wonderful for taking out like Sad Beasts or Robin Hoods, anything with 3 or less strength. But then when it comes to larger things, Madame Medusa can be kind of useless in your hand. So whether it's a Maui or a Madame M Fox or a Tamatoa, those that you're going to want Lady Tremaine for those situations. So it's good to have both, in my opinion. And then I'm running 3 copies of Be Prepared for that board wipe when it's necessary. Now, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, and let's get right into the games. All right, here we go with game 1 of the tournament. Going first. Get rid of Minnie. We don't need that right now. Rest of the hand. Get rid of a double of Maleficent. Good luck to my opponent here. Go ahead and ink Goat. Get out Rafiki. See what they're playing. They're going to ink. There goes a crab. Potential mirror match. Oh, no. Got purple and gray. Potential Jafar or aggro. Something of that nature. Get rid of our Maleficent. Get out our Kuzco. And use Kuzco with crab. Take out something. But we have Rafiki out as well, so they likely won't be questing with Robin Hood. Captain Hook into a Mr. Shmee. Go ahead and get rid of another goat. Get out our Minnie. Hopefully they don't have anything to take it out. Potentially should have quested with Kuzco there. Down comes Big Robin Hood. They are going to quest with it. That's good for us. Take it out with Crab. Go ahead and sing this with Minnie. Ink another Minnie. Use our Crab. Take out the Robin Hood. You do get to draw a card from that. Quest for 1. They likely will not be taking that out with Mr. Smee. Hopefully get down Queen's Castle this next turn. Would be nice to draw into some more draw card abilities, just like they just played. They are going to quest with Mr. Smee. I'm happy to trade Kuzco into that. Go ahead and do that. That out, draw a card. There's a rabbit. That's perfect. Quest for 3, rather. Get out our castle. Ink our Maui, and then we can put our Minnie on the Queen's Castle. Hopefully they aren't able to take care of it. Ah, nice. Along came Zeus. Are going to use it on the castle. And to fire the cannons. Okay, so that'll take out our Crab if we decide to trade with Rabbit, which I will be. Go ahead and get out our own Rabbit. That's a tough choice. I'd rather ink the goat there. That's with our Minnie. Got their Rabbit. Then we can bounce our Rabbit. That way they can't take care of it. Matter. And bounce our Rabbit. That way we can draw a card. You have Madame Medusa in case we see a beast or something like that. I think the toughest thing to deal with right now would be a Tinkerbell. They're just going to hard cast Friends. They must not have a whole lot in hand then. Ooh, stop. Interesting. Enters play exerted and can't ready. Remember, your other characters banishes another character in a challenge. All right. Go ahead and quest with our Minnie. We can also quest with Fox. Get our Rabbit back out. Ink a Fox. Bring Rabbit back to hand to draw. Don't really need that right now. I do play a goat. Fortunately not a target for our Medusa. A second Gustav. Go ahead and cast that. They only have 2 cards in hand, so I think a Be Prepared is worth it here. Go ahead and take out the board. You'll have our Madame Medusa in hand. Oh, they do have a Pinocchio in hand as one of their cards. Got our rabbit again. Love to see something inkable, of course not. Ooh, would love to play that castle down. That is tough. Yeah, let's go ahead and ink the castle as much as I don't want to. Take out their fox. You have plenty of removability for whatever they play. They have 2 cards plus that Pinocchio. Down comes Mr. Shmee and a spell book. Okay, and they have Pinocchio left. I didn't take out the Shmee. Get out Kuzco. So you can quest for 3 next turn. Still be able to take out whatever they play. Got a Gustav. That's not going to help them. Go ahead and make them get rid of that. Could have played the rabbit first, but then if I don't get anything inkable, I wouldn't be able to play the Tremaine. Could have also taken it out with Maui. But I'd rather have Tremaine out there as a 2 quester. We do have lethal on board, depending on what they drew. That's game 1 in the books. Now we can go ahead and retype this in and go second. I will not be the first player. Allow spectators. Oop, gotta choose my deck. Go in second. Not the greatest looking hand. Get rid of Minnie, get rid of this larger stuff in hopes of some smaller stuff. Go, another Minnie, Maleficent. Second Snake. Would be very nice to be able to start off 2-0. Let's see if we can take the cake. We at least will get 3 points from this round. The point system for this tournament is 7 points if you go 2-0. You get 3 points for 1-1 and none for if you go 0-2. I believe there's going to be 9 rounds. All right, let's get rid of Minnie. Get out Rafiki. We do have some draw card ability, which is nice. Hopefully we can draw into a rabbit in the next few turns. Comes Mr. Shmee. Our only choice here. Get out Snake. A quest with Mr. Shmee, I'll be happy to trade. Here comes Gustav. We could Pinocchio. But I don't think that's the best idea right now. Rather get Maleficent out to draw a card and then have a target. There's a rabbit. Perfect. If we quest with Snake, they'll be able to untap Gustav. Very interesting card. Captain Hook. Rabbit. Had another fox. So if we do sing with Maleficent, we'll likely have to bring her back to hand so she doesn't get taken out. Go ahead and do that. I will hold on to Rafiki. No. Go ahead and ink it. That'd be nice to get out Rafiki right now, but not worth it. Be prepared would be nice. Only running 3 copies in this deck. If they're going to go wide like this, definitely would be nice. They are going to quest. Happy to trade there. We don't have a whole lot right now that we can play. Go ahead and trade. Thing again. There's a be prepared. Go ahead and bring that back. Last turn. If they do end up going a little bit wide, we can be prepared. Double friends. They were able to refill their hand against my plan that I would like, but that's okay. The castle. Does make it a little tougher. Hit castle for 4. Bring fox. Hit it again. And we can get fox back out. Take out their rabbit. If they do want to play anything next turn, we can just be prepared. We're going to take out our fox. Definitely need more inkables in hand. They're going to return rabbit. Nicely played. But I'm not able to take it out. Let's ink one of the foxes and then go ahead and just wipe the board. That does let them play first after the be prepared, which is a little dangerous, but not much I can do there. We can potentially double rabbit this turn. Queen's castle, okay. Go ahead and get out goat. I can take out queen's castle next turn, provided they aren't able to wipe everything off the board. Another rabbit. They're doing a good job keeping their hand nice and full. I haven't seen the swords in their hand yet this game. Strength of Raging Fire. They're able to take out goat. Able to take out rabbit too. Nicely played. But that does leave them with one card in hand, and we can still take out the castle, thankfully. By going crab into fox. Ink Minnie. Let's get crab back out for some board presence. All right, they have played their entire hand. But they have 3 things out that can get them more cards. We do need to take care of some of these rabbits. Also get out goat and then castle. Put some pressure on them. They are back up to 3 cards now. We'll trade Kuzco for our fox. 4 cards in hand. Could also trade Robin Hood for our crab if they want to. If they have anything to deal with Queen's Castle. Do have Along Came Zeus. We're going to take out goat. That's interesting. There's Gustav, which they can untap. Or ready, rather. Oh, I just gave that. That was a mistake. Did that way too fast without thinking. Hoping for an inkable so we can get out rabbit and remain. Oh, they decided not to take advantage of it. Or that is a perfect draw. Let's get out Pinocchio just to have something out there that we can put on castle. Benja, along with Snake. Go ahead and get out Rabbit. Ink Minnie. And use Tremaine. Can't put anything on the castle. But that'll make one of their things go away. They choose the snake. Plus with Pinocchio, not scared of that. They decide to take out Pinocchio. That's more health on our queen's castle. They get their own castle. You draw into a Maui. Go ahead and take out Benja. Maui and Tremaine into their castle. Get out our Kuzco and then put 3 things on the castle. Opponent's thinking. All right, I assume that's game, but we'll see. Could have put more stuff on the castle there, but maybe I should have. All right, and there we go. That's the game. Ooh, starting off second this time. All right, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take it. Let's get rid of Be Prepared and Madame Medusa. Got a snake and a rabbit. I'll take it. I'll take it. Look like opponent took a whole new hand. Unless I missaw that. You guys can let me know down in the comments below. All right, we got a Maleficent to start off with. No 1-drop for them. So potential red-blue or Mufasa, maybe. All right, it is red-blue. One jump ahead. Go ahead and get rid of our snake. Out Kuzco. See if they have their quill. The unfortunate part of this deck is there's no answer for any items. So quill or dime. Gonna have to let them sit there. There's Grandma Tala. There's the quill. Already up to 5 ink on their part in their well. All right, we can continue to quest, even though we might see a Maui this turn. Go ahead and ink our Kuzco. We can get out Maleficent. Be prepared, not something we need right now. Hopefully they don't have a Flabbersham. Keep their hand nice and small. They do have a Medusa. See what they get rid of. Probably our Maleficent, I'm assuming. Interesting. They went with the Rafiki. Go ahead and sing with Maleficent. Quest with our Kuzco. Hold on to the Maui. I almost decided to ink that. Let's ink our snake, even though that's our only bounce currently. Get another Tremaine. They could board wipe right now if they wanted to, though it's kind of a weak board. I assume they'll just take out our Maleficent with Madame Medusa. If that's the case, we could Maui next turn. They aren't left with many cards in hand, which is nice. Ah, Scar, very nice. Goes our Maleficent. I assume they'll take care of the Kuzco as well. They can go ahead and ready their Scar. You get to draw a card. We have a lot of uninkables in our hand. dancing friends with our rabbit here. Get some inkable cards. Get down Maui and take care of their Medusa. Scar at the moment, unless they draw a popsicle, can only take out one of our things. Hopefully they don't draw into a Flaversham. Keep them stuck with not many cards in hand. How far I'll go. Okay, so they do get to put one in their inkwell with that and one in their hand. We do have Pinocchio or Lady Tremaine, which can take care of their Scar. Personally, I think I'd rather use the Pinocchio, just so we can get down Queen's Castle. Another Quill, that's not going to help them. Will they trade? Thinking about it. We're going to quest. Interesting. Another Be Prepared. Do not need that. All right, so we don't have to use Pinocchio. Let's go. Just go ahead and trade Maui into Scar. Quest with Rabbit. Bring it back to our hand. I was hoping to draw something inkable there. That's unfortunate. Gonna have to just ink our castle. Really wanted to play that castle down. We do have plenty of control in our hand. There's Tamatoa. Luckily, we can take care of that with Tremaine. Leaves them with one card in hand. Still can't overextend, though, in case it's a Be Prepared. Popsicle. Draw a card. Again, hopefully not Flaversham. But we could take care of the Flaversham. We do have Medusa. There is Be Prepared. They just do not want us to have ink right now. Go ahead and get out Goat. Pop it back in our hand. Would love to ink, but I don't want to ink the Goat. All right, they do end up getting a Flaversham. We're going to have to take care of that. For sure. Second Flaversham. Still can't get anything inkable. That's kind of ridiculous. All right, let's take care of one of their Flavershams. Guess we're going to have to ink the Goat. We don't have a choice. Could have Pinocchio'd their other Flaversham, but that wouldn't really help much. All right, they get Belle. That's a good target for Pinocchio. ahead and ink hops. Now Belle is up to 5 quest ability. And a Maui, okay. Honestly, I think that's a good time to just wipe the board. Go ahead and do that. Ink Maui, no reason to play Pinocchio. Right, another Belle. And a Quill. Go ahead and play Rabbit down first. Then we can go ahead and Medusa, the Belle. Two Flavershams are gone for their draw card ability. On the lookout for Maleficent at the 9-drop. Potential another board wipe. Or a Tamatoa, that works too for them. Luckily, we do have another Tremaine. Build the Virtue. They have a lot of items. Two more Quills in their discard. Make them sacrifice their Tamatoa. And we can go up to 13. Go ahead and play Kuzco. Even if they do have a board wipe, at least that'll let us draw a card along with our Rabbit. We can quest for 5 if they can't do anything. They do have another Flaversham. Definitely need to take care of that. Would be nice to have a bounce. Bounce a Medusa or a Tremaine to our hand. Do they have the board wipe? Is that what they're going for? Yes, they do. All right, but that does take care of the Flaversham for us, and we get to draw 2 cards. 2 cards that we didn't want. There's a Rabbit. Play that first. What we get? Did get a goat. Play out Minnie. We'll save Rafiki, just in case they have another board wipe. I believe that's 2. 1, 2 be prepared. There are 2 more in the deck, and they're more than halfway through their deck. Medusa, I'm assuming take care of our Rabbit. You draw into a Tremaine, which is nice. They're able to draw 1 card, put another card in their well. See what they get. All right, we do get a crab. Let's go ahead and make them sacrifice their Medusa. We can quest up to 16. We do have lethal on board. We'll just leave it at that. Don't want to overextend. Obstacle, searching for answers. 3 Flavershams are gone. All right, there's a Medusa. They can get rid of Tremaine. Another item. All right, so we can go up to 18. Goat would make 19. Let's see if we can get anything to bounce. Not yet. There we go. Get out a second goat. I wonder what they do. That's going to be the game. There's a Maleficent. I assume they're just going to blow up a goat. There we go. That's game one. All right, we get to go first this time. Don't forget to pick our deck. Going into game two. All right, apparently we're getting all three drops. Go ahead and send back. Or we'll keep the castle. Just get rid of those two. Castle might be good for some quick lore against them, considering they're running an aggro or a control deck, opposite of aggro. There's a Maui and a popsicle. There's a rabbit for us. All right, let's get rid of Maleficent. Drop out Kuzco. Potentially go turn 3 Minnie into turn 4 Castle, depending on what we see on their end. Grammatala. Go ahead and quest with our Kuzco. Again, feeling a little short on inkables here. Get rid of the fox for Minnie, and then we can sing. Friends on the other side next turn with our Minnie. Hopefully get some more inkables. We are definitely struggling today so far. One jump ahead with Grammatala. Eventually, you can see an ink into a fishbone quill here. That's probably the ideal move for them. See if they have it. Oh, they have Queen of Hearts. Okay. It does get rid of our Kuzco. Right, let's sing with Minnie. Get a couple of 1-drops we can get rid of. As ink. Get out a rabbit. Would be nice to Queen Castle next turn. They might have Maui. All right, so there's another ink in their inkwell along with another card. Quest with the team. Here's a Let It Go. We didn't see that last game. All right, we got another castle. Go ahead and take out their Queen of Hearts. Quest. Drop down a Queen's Castle. We can put Minnie on the castle. They do have a Maui. They can just go Maui Grammatala into castle. We'll see if they have that. I believe they did ink a Maui at the beginning. All right, they'll use Grammatala into rabbit. Does get them an ink, but they can't use it this turn. Another how far I'll go. Must not like their hand very much. 2 ink. I assume the only thing they can play that can attack is Queen of Hearts. All right, so we do get an extra card, which is nice. Had another Queen's Castle. Ink one of these snakes. Quest with Minnie. Now, do we play another castle? Let's go ahead, castle, and we'll just drop Pinocchio out as extra pressure. Potentially drop a third castle next turn if we want to. See what they have to take care of our stuff. We also have Lady Tremaine if they play anything large. Like that. I assume that's going for Minnie. Get 4 from our Queen's Castles. Let's ink this Queen's Castle. I'd rather keep Snake. That way we can just bounce Goat for free lore. Get rid of their Maleficent. Assuming they don't have anything to deal with our castles, if that's what they played. Oh, I did not want to pass there. I wish they would fix that. I took it off, but should have put Lady Tremaine on a castle. All right, they do have Medusa. All right, 4 more lore from our Queen's Castles. Goat. Turn Goat, and then next turn, same thing for the win. There we go. That's it for our second round. Off to a good start.
Want to see more? There are 2 gameplay videos on the screen.
And we'll see you again on the next one.